is working. Take care of my 3 ordeal calls real quick at the start of the stream. Just take care of this real quick. Oh, right. We also got to change that. Throw this up. Okay, we're good. There we go. Now we're set up for success. Now we swap. Hello. Hello, Infinity. I'm doing alright today. It's Saturday. I slept in a little bit. I've just finished eating, so I am good to grind out a little bit of this event today. I am doing it. How did your summons go for summer? I have not summoned yet. I am waiting for the Melusine man. So, actually, I'm going to do something quick. It's a little dark today. Let's see if that helps a little bit. See if that maybe makes me not seem as scary dark. Oh, nice. Grats. Yeah, it's funny because everybody's been rolling for Zertoria, and I'm like, I kind of want to roll, but I also want to wait for Melusine first before I start committing. So it's kind of rough for me. That's like, man, I kind of want to, but I want to wait too. But as soon as I get Melusine, I'm going to try to roll for the Summer Suzuka Gozen. That's the dream. That is the dream. Oh, nice. Grats on those summons then. That's huge. This 1, 2, 3. That's awesome though. Yeah, a lot of people have been getting a lot of good summons for summer, so that's awesome to hear. Like I said, I'm a little envious because I haven't had a chance to roll yet. A little envious. Because I think all I did was throw 10 tickets at her. That was, again, kind of, I'm being a little stingy. I think we have to actually hit that button this turn. And that should solve it. Actually, I'm noticing... I think turning on my room light actually did much. It made my background brighter, but it didn't immediately make help with me. Yeah, I gotta eventually. If that's the case, I'm not gonna waste the electricity. I should eventually work on changing the lighting in my room, but for now it'll be fine. Just do this. But yeah, no, it's been good overall, like I said. And this event is actually a lot of fun. I streamed for like, what, roughly 5 hours yesterday? And I was like only really planning to stream for like 2, but I got like so absorbed with what I was doing. I was surprised at how fun this event was. We just QP grind. The main problem is I have run out of resources for summer cast stories, so I gotta get some. Thankfully, this, God bless, the good thing about summer events is we're gonna get a fat amount of resources. I don't know if you actually need any of the summer's resources for summer, but there is a lot. Alright. Currently, she's 866, if I remember correctly. Dang, that's rough. That should work. Shouldn't have to do more than that. Boom. There we go. And then this is an easy clear. Now I can get back to summer. Oh, I had to burn my storm pods real quick just to make sure we can focus on summer. Boom. Blows up. You know, after using Muramasa for this node, it's been real. I'm really glad I got him. Also, Summer Story is my first SSR 5-star who's above MP1 that I have. Oh, nice. Have you just been like super unlucky, or is it just like, or are you a little bit newer to FGO? Because I know, like, I don't have a lot of MP2 plus servants, but I have gotten them over time. Oh, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, I was, like, kind of thinking, like, man, you've only gotten, like, one copy of an SSR? Okay. Yeah, I don't chase... So, I don't chase higher MPs, but, like, I've been playing... since the beginning of the Lost Belt, so it's been a few years now. So I've collected MP2s, or like multiple MP levels for a couple servants just by like accident, basically. Oh, try to MP5 Arquade. Man. Dude, Arquade is crazy. I don't remember if I have her MP1 or MP2, but she is broken. I think I have her MP2. Alright. So let me see if I remember what was going on. So we're helping figure out who stole this event. She's so nice because she does not require your brain. No. Honestly, she's also been good for several quests that are what was I thinking? She's been really good for a couple challenge quests. Oh, it's Chloe again. So, what has Chloe been up to? Boom. Alright. Let's see. Wait a second. I got your number from Jekyll. Cool. So we have our Prisma Ilia characters again. The funny thing, because of HSRs, people are wondering if you should get into FGO. As I tell them, if you love Faint Reading, you will love FGO. If you love Rolling, you will hate FGO. That's kind of it. I don't know. Like, so my thought process is Fate is better if you like having, like, what's a good way of putting this? Fate is a game if you don't always care about what units you specifically have. If you are trying to always chase the most meta unit, Fate is a very miserable game. If you're happy to just get characters and you're happy to use whatever the game gives you, Fate can be enjoyable in that way. Because you can get characters in Fate, but it's very hard to get the one you want. So it's weird because there is such a massive cast of characters, and you can learn to appreciate characters, but it's very hard to get the one that you specifically desire. And again, if you love the story, like, that's the other thing too. And again, not everybody's a story person, and not everybody likes the story of Fate. Personally, I do. I enjoy it, but again, I understand that not everybody is crazy about reading. Fujino hasn't been added to the Leaves of Evocation yet, right? Or whatever the heck they're called. I think they're called Leaves of Evocation. Something like that. She's limited still? Okay. No, when they added Ryder Kentucky, I bought that so fast. Like, Ryder Kentucky was crazy when they made him buyable. I used him like a couple times for a couple like special quests, and dude, that unit is not okay. I knew that he could both resist temptation. Before we knew it was today. Did all those trucks just rot your brain? I'm going to be lecturing you. That's hilarious. Yeah, Ryder Kentucky is cracked. Super cracked. I'm still waiting for Santa's Salter so I can finally finish her properly. Ooh. That'd be good to have. You know, who's also, I was thinking about this for certain players. Those who were able to finally get Santa quests should be pretty happy if they didn't have her before, because she didn't get a rerun. And she's actually really solid under the right conditions. Alright, so we now know that Chloe is abusing the other Prisma Ilia children for misbehaving. Got it. And not doing their dojin work. Seems valid. And then we need to unlock by obtaining 3 dojins. Okay. So, let me see. Well, I'm biased as hell, so we work on the Mordred. Yes, and I think that's the problem with Fate. And I think that a lot of people, it's easy to get frustrated with this game because on the one hand, you don't need the meta characters, really other than the supports, to have a good time in this game. If you have the meta supports, it makes life infinitely easier, but that's really the only, like, hard requirement. Yeah. But honestly, if you just get the meta supports, the rest is fine. But I do recognize as well that, like, let's say um, you're someone who wanted Passion Lip during the CCC event. Well, it can be very difficult, even for the 4 stars, to ensure that you get the unit that you want, because Fate doesn't have pity. Yes. And sometimes you just end up waiting. And sometimes you just hard miss on the character you want. And that's a miserable experience when you like really want a specific character and it just doesn't come home. Like for me, Arjuna, like Berserker was one of those examples of a unit that just wouldn't come home. Yeah, 330 pulls is crazy. Like that's not a true pity system for most players who aren't spending money. And I get that Fate has to make money, but I think that I have always been the believer that a good game design, you want to lower the cost of accessible things because even if you don't make as much money, it's more accessible to all players and you retain your player base. Have you guys ever pitied anyone? No, I don't get anywhere near that level of summons. Because again, that would require such an insane amount of like Saints Court stocked up that it's just like not practical. Like, I don't know if I think only during the prior anniversary did I ever have enough Saints Courts to go that hard on a unit. Hello, Akai, welcome back. Yeah, you have to be horribly. Yeah. I got H around 200-ish Saints Courts. Yeah. And sometimes people are just horribly. Yes. And that's why, like, again, and I get why people get mad at this, because this is, like, at the end of the day, Fate is a character collector game. But the problem with Gacha as a game mechanic is there is no reliable way of getting characters you want consistently. And so if your purpose is to collect characters, then it feels bad when you don't have a reliable way of getting the specific characters you want. Would Mordred be a good horse girl to ride? Thoughts? Well, she has rider skill, so she would be riding something else. So I don't think we'd be riding Mordred, but more the other way around. Uh, I watched Sora Jason use 1,000 Zane's Quartz and only get MP2 Victoria. Got everyone else, but he couldn't pull any counts. Yeah. She'd be a lot like Golshi. Nah, Golshi is just so chaotically troll. Like, I think Mordred is not quite that chaotic, ironically enough. Like, Mordred is definitely, I don't know if I want to use the word vindictive. I'm like trying to think of like a good word to use for her. She can be aggressive. I guess we'll use that for now. But she's not really like chaotically, like she's not really a truly chaotic individual. Goldship, on the other hand, is crazy chaotic. Chaos incarnate. Just doing stuff because funny. I'd let Mordred drop kick me. Ah, valid, valid. I think that's the other thing, like why my experience at Fate is generally better, is I don't go for high MP levels for units. I just don't value that. Did you know Grand Goldship did a collab with Grand Blue and became a god? Really anything but trading? That's wild. Alright. There we go. To be honest, I'm not sure there's anyone, or at least until a long while after summer. Usually summer has a unit I generally want. It's usually like, I try to go for the anniversary, the New Year's, and the summer events the most. And then I'll pick like 1 or 2 units in between. And then I'm happy to skip like several units after that and just get them later. Oh, Miss Crane. I've farmed up my ribbons for your eternity to the point where the sun melts. I'm a math major, so no, I can't say that I do. As a fellow math major, I love that. Wait a second. No. Me, the summer unit wanted was A, so that was fine. The nice thing about Clairvoyance, yeah, that is the one good thing about us playing like Clairvoyance EX is generally we just know we know what's coming, so we know what to save for. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have you seen how brightly Moriarty shines with ready-to-wear outfits? So that if we were to tailor a new outfit, just think how wonderful that would be. Let's not do anything hasty, please. We have no time to spare. No time to spare. Wait, that was still English, wasn't it? Let's see. Oh yeah, let me look at. Wait, hold on. Let me look at the spreadsheet. I checked earlier. There's no one that we need to kick from the club on Uma Musume yet. But we do just need to keep an eye out on the fan totals, and probably tomorrow, if there's consistent issues with people's fan counts, goodbye. All right. Cloth weaving crane. Uh-oh. I wish to support your creative desire. Why not follow our passion, even if it should take us to the edge of a precipice? You mean... Oh, yes. No, you do understand the time constraints we're under. I did get blessed by SRs when I use tickets. Yeah. See, but I think the problem with, like, games like a lot of the Hoyoverse games is because, like, we only really know characters up to about, like, 2 banners in advance. Maybe up to 3. Saber was a bit of an exception. So the problem that we get with Star Rail is that because of the persistent power creep, you end up in this trap where, like, every character has a purpose and every character is stronger than anything you pulled for before. And that ends up in some really toxic situations. And then it's even worse that they try to make content that highlights specific characters' advantages, and then you end up in this trap where it's like, well, I can't clear the new content because I don't have the new character that was perfectly designed for this encounter. And that's a super feels bad. And whose fault is that? No, flavor of the month, sort of like design from Star Rail, is super toxic in my mind. I like that they add new mechanics. I think Super Break, as an addition to the game, is a good mechanic and a good way of making the game feel good. But it traps players. It traps players into what is a good, like, great example. I'll use a really easy one. Jing Yuan. When I first grabbed Jing Yuan was incredibly powerful. And he has consistently fallen off, and the only reason he has been revitalized as a character was they had to introduce a support, Sunday basically, to make him stronger. And if you don't have Sunday, Jing Yuan is basically unplayable. Like, to me, that's crazy. But Fate, like, again, I've mentioned this before, if you're playing Fate, you can play a character from literally first year of Fate, and it is, a lot of them are still viable if they're 4 or 5 stars. A lot of the 4 or 5 stars units from season 1 are still viable today because their kits are very strong and simple. Whereas I feel like with modern Fate characters, a lot of them are strong, but they're more tailored. So instead of just being generically strong, they're very strong in specific setups. But the thing is, you can still use a lot of the characters because the content isn't hard enough to punish you for playing with your favorite unit. I would say maybe Challenge Quest is probably the only place where you need specific characters. And even then, there's usually guides on how to do free-to-play, like, quests with free characters. Kukulane being, like, the god of, hey, here's a literal Year 1 character that always comes in handy for free-to-play characters. It may take you forever, but you can do it. Let's see. But I saw Archer break bars better than Firefly on a freaking skill. Ah, yeah. Podcasts are much easier to deal with when you don't care about the end game. When you do it, it just becomes stressful. And I think that's the other thing too that I'm a little iffy with Honkai Star Rail. Is like, for example, the not the simulated universe, but the Memory of Chaos and the other like 2 things I can't remember their names of right now. That's a cool piece of content. But why is it scaled for the super whales? Like, that's what's crazy to me. Like, the content for full clearing, yeah, Pure Fiction and Apocalyptic Shadows. That content is scaled so aggressively that, like, even when I use, like, ideal comps, stuff like that, it is incredibly difficult for me to get a perfect full clear just because, like, the content scaled so difficultly. And it's just weird. It is very well oriented. And it's like, if you're just going for, let's say, 9 out of 12, it's fairly doable. But, like, even getting sometimes 11 out of 12 or 12 out of 12 is ridiculous. And even 9 out of 12, you're still having to roll for, like, all the new characters consistently. Which is one of my biggest complaints, because I have noticed when I get a new character, the content becomes super easy. If I choose not to roll for a new character, suddenly the content's difficulty spikes. Yeah, the current node that's up right now, I want to say it's Apocalyptic Shadows. That's the most recent one that they recycled. I only got 11 out of 12. And it is only, again, it's just super cursed. And if I hadn't had like a really like, again, like such a wide character pool, it would just be impossible. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. All right. How about I make a crown out of your hair by ripping it from your scalp instead? You don't have to dance around with a fake smile to be one, isn't that right, Miss Crane? Spend 4 hours reading a vid and I feel behind. I'm so slow. Dude, take time with summer. Like, the one good thing about this summer event is you can go as slow as you want. Well, maybe not as slow as you want, but you can still go fairly slow. Burn maybe a couple apples if you've got some browns and some blues, and that's like here. Yeah. Summer events usually are way longer than the time you actually need. Okay, I got back the hell off. Remember Seal? Because I know Hoyo does it. Nah, Seal's a great example of power creep because, like, Seal was, like, tier 0 for, like, almost the entire, like, what? First year of Star Rail? And now she's basically forgotten. Like, where is she even at on the tier list? I haven't even looked at, like, where she's even at anymore. I don't remember. Hold on. Give me a second. Where is Seal? So this is DPS. So Seal is now tier 1, which... Wait, no, that's Acheron. Where the hell is Seal? Holy Lord. Tier 3, tier 4. She is dead. Hell, even Don Hung 2 is basically dead. That's crazy. That is actually insane. That is wild. But that goes back to the point of power creep is brutal in this game. And the thing is, they don't do things to make characters feel good. I actually liked how Jing Yuan, as the example, started strong, falls off, and then with proper support became viable again. And now he's starting to fall off again as we just keep reintroducing power creep. And basically, they made Aglaia, who does exactly what Jing Yuan does, but better. But it's wild to me that it's like, we're just killing off characters, so anyone who's invested money just doesn't feel good. Honestly, the buffs to some of the characters that they just did is actually really nice. The Silverwolf buff was huge. Like, they made her a modern character without changing what her identity was. Blade isn't terrible, still weak, but got a decent, okay buff, right? Oh, these are considered support DPS. And then even Kafka got some, like, okay buffs. I forget, who else got buff? I don't even remember who. Oh, right. Dead as hell. Jing Liu. Jing Liu, dude, she's dead. I remember when she first came out, she was really popular, and then I never heard from her ever again. Just fell off the face of the planet. Kafka has nice buffs. Yeah, but Kafka is a great example of a character who has a really cool design. And it's weird that they even had to buff her much at all, because honestly, all Kafka needs is proper dot support. But that's weird, because I remember in the early stages of the game, dot was an actual viable strategy, and they played into the dot strategy. Now dot comps are dead. No one plays a dot comp seriously anymore. I mean, I guess you could theoretically, But like dot comps have basically become so underwhelming. It's like, why would you play it? If you want to do electric damage, you're better off either playing a Glea. Hell, I would even argue Jing Yuan, as long as you have Sunday, is still better as a alternative. I thought there was another electric unit that we used. Am I tripping? Is there no other electric? Is our pool of electric that small? What am I forgetting? Oh, it is that small. Oh, oh no, Acheron. Yeah. Even Acheron would be better. Okay. Yes, Idle Mordred. I'll take it on the surface, your choice. I just tell you like it is, and your reaction right there proves my point. If you're becoming an idol, this would be your persona. Idols, horse girl idols. Oh man. As long as you shine bright, then you're an idol. Alright. For example, a long dress that flaps around in big billowing waves. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. No fucking way I'm wearing this. Alright. Nice. Idle Mordred is based as hell. I hope JP asked for a rerun of the Idle event. That event was a blast. It was pretty cool. I think it was a fun, like, again, I love some of the events for Fate. They're goofy sometimes, but, like, they're fun in their own way. And I like how they just explore weird concepts that are just like, does it make sense to have an idle concept? No? But is it funny? Hell yeah, it's funny. Dude, the summer event, the summer vacation one where they were in the mountains, and it was all based on horror movies. Phenomenal event for just being something different. All right. There we go. Understand, I'll put together the very best story I can. Uh, I will make sure to do my job, or my name isn't James Moriarty. I don't know why James Moriarty is making an idol dojin, but you know what? I love it. This is another example of just how stupid this is. You know what's funny? I still don't know what Miss Crane does. Okay, is that what it is? Interesting. Well, I'm gonna just use the summer outfit. What? Game, give me my summer outfit. I love this summer outfit. It's very cute. I can finally do Salter Black Rail shenanigans with Double Chloe. She drops a bunch of buffs and leaves. Interesting. Oh, is this it? Oh, this is gonna be an easy clear. Wait. I'm like trying to debate like how I'm gonna do this. I like made this comp like forgetting like I was like not gonna have the right strategy for this. Let's do this. This will work. That's fine. We'll make this work. It wasn't my ideal, but... Wait, you just removed my buffs? Oh! I don't care. Go to hell. Where you belong. Alright, Heaven's Hole. Also, I'm going to be honest, I got Kiara a long time ago, and I feel like more and more recently I've been using her a lot more. She's just so effective once you kind of like understand what she does. Wait, we're not done? There was more? Okay, sure. You know what? How many stars does she need? I don't even know what this does. Blue Archive ahead. Oh, what the heck? That's hilarious. I had never used her, so I'm like sitting here like, what in the world? We learned. Not too mad about it. But now I know for the future. I just hadn't really played with her much. Get this through. And we got it. We can do this. Heaven's Hole. And we kill it. Pretty easy fight. Honestly, that was so scuffed for no real reason. Okay. I'm actually, like, curious to see all the stories. I gotta remember what my next quest is. Small Bell of Absolution. Alright, so now... Let me double check my missions again. So we just need to complete 15 errand quests, so we're just still grinding quests out. The giant doujin of 108 Altrias 2? Alright, sure. Oh, this was the weird... Okay, I remember which one this one was. Uh-oh. And headset's about to die. There we go. 100 character designs. Greeny. Oh boy, should we put it to a vote? Maybe we could ask people to vote. Which type of option they'd like to see in a rom-com? Interesting. Let's try taking a survey. So we're helping her come up with an Altria to design by surveying people. I feel like that's not the best way of being creative, but I don't know. I'm not an artist in that way. Okay, okay. This one, no question. That is the look of a man who knows what he wants. Thank you, Gofushi, for late star. If I don't see your late star, I know it's not Goldshi. To be fair, Goldship doesn't care about late starts. Goldship is like, dang, everything that happens in the race doesn't matter. Literally, the only thing that prevents Goldship from winning is, did she get blocked? If the answer is yes, still win. If the answer is no, win by a mile. That is the only determination. I wish she stops drop kicking me. No. Wait, why is Kama here? Yeah, everyone knows that the protagonists end up choosing everyone because they can't pick just one. So don't you dare choose. Do we have to pick just one? Let's just choose all of them. All of them? Ah, we're going to make a doji with 108 pro tags. Thanks to the leader's super innovative idea to just choose all of them. Our dojin is finally beginning to take shape. All right. So we're just still reading yada yada yada, some generic IRL or some generic monologuing. Well, not monologuing. Exposition. I think that's what I'm looking for. Hey, it's a Sakabi Hime. All right. Can I say? Don't you think it's the protagonist to gaze at? Is that really heroic behavior? Why are you holding a mirror up to me? Oh my god. It's Yanqing just basically hitting me with the, hey yo, it's kind of creepy. You think it's kind of creepy? Have you looked at yourself? Bro. Bro, that's crazy. Yanqing from Hanstar. No, Yanqing from Honkai Star Rail deserves the trash can. That is another example of a character who was bad at the start, never got buffs, never got anything to validate his existence, and honestly, his entire design exists around a game design that never came to fruition. They never gave him the support needed to be a viable character. They didn't design a fight with him in mind. They didn't design the kit to actually allow him to succeed. Like, because Yanqing came to fruition as this idea of freeze comps. But freeze comps never never became a viable strategy. No, because Yanqing doesn't work. Yanqing's whole strategy, and like Welt kind of falls under this problem too. The strategy behind Welt and Yanqing is to slow and freeze the enemy so that you get more actions compared to your enemy. The problem is the way that the timer works, it doesn't actually give you more turns. So you're still going at your same speed, you're just preventing the enemy from taking action. That's terrible in Star Rail design. Because it doesn't give you the option, like it doesn't give you a good win con. And because a lot of the higher end content is time-based, where you're trying to squeeze extra actions within the timer, as opposed to just clearing the content, Yanqing and Welt don't work. Yanqing was also designed around this concept of a freeze comp that they had in the very early days of Star Rail, and then they never finished it. They never made freeze characters. And like even some of the new ice characters they added don't really freeze. Gepard is useless. You don't want to stall in that game in the end game. No, you don't, and that's the other problem. Gepard was good in the early game only because there were no other tanks. The moment Fu Xuan came out, Gepard was dead. Because even though he does something interesting, you're not there to stall and to protect. If you just need HP shields, you always use Aventry because he does it better. Like, why would you ever run Gepard over Aventry? There is literally not a situation unless freezing is a viable mechanic. And it's not. Freezing is a dead mechanic. So unless they change how freezing works in the game, Yanqing and Gepard will pretty much never see play. No, Oberon is up. I really should try for him. Buster. Oh. Oberon is cracked, too. If you don't have Oberon, you should roll for him. Because he is super powerful. Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. I am struggling today. I don't know why I keep misclicking. Is my vision okay? I think so. We have 690. That's 13 multis. Yeah, we save. No, that's 23 multis. 23 multis. When I almost have enough multis to guarantee pity. I'm like what? Almost 2/3, or a little over 2/3 of the way. Or no, it'd be. I always get my numbers mixed up. No, because it has to be 330 pools. But I have 23 multis. So I have 230 pools. So yeah, I only need like what, 100 more? We thought you'd have experience making games. Oh, Blackbeard has experience making games. Why would that just make the game be done in an instant? Games are supposed to be made with blood, sweat, tears, and other various excretions. What should I do? 460 quartz. I mean, if you need, honestly, Oberon is such a massive power spike to an account. I would say, unless you truly, truly want another character, go for it. Because you have 15 multis. I mean, it's, again, that just goes back to, do you care about the meta playstyle? Or, yeah, I really want him for Buster because I can save fine for next year. Honestly, I would argue that the Oberon is worth. From a meta perspective, Oberon is super worth. And again, like Chibi kind of mentions, Oberon, like, even though we usually use him for, like, Buster comps, there's a lot more flexibility that Oberon has just because he gives 70% NP. Like, I have used him in quick comps just because him combined with Ushi Summer basically allows her to use Black Grail and just power farm nodes. Alright. But yeah, screw it, I'm going to do it. He won't be back for like a whole year. That's honestly the other thing too. He's such a rare unit. Even though he has gotten several reruns, I still would argue like the reruns are like important for him. Spirits and Skellies. Okay. Are we stuck with this? Yeah, we're stuck with this. Alright. Used my Oberon for my arts and my quick comps sometimes? Yeah. I don't think I've ever used Oberon for arts comps just because like arts comps are just so strong anyways, but I have definitely used him for quick comps. We don't need to do that. Sure. Sure. Then honestly, oh, okay, sure. A fairy knight and a bicord. Interesting. Wait, what? Okay. Powerful move. It's a shame you're dead now. Oh. And now we just win this. Beastman, and a Darkin. Wagon. Oh, come on. I don't think she has Ignore Invul, does she? Oh, no. Apply more invincible. Oh, never mind. She's dead. The dragon is gonna die. Can't wait for Evo. When is Evo? I actually don't know. I don't pay attention. Oh, this is cool. I actually don't have any of the Ultra Lancers. That's a cool ultimate ability. It's kind of dope. I'll fuck with that. First 3 days of August. Ah, okay, so we still got, what, like a week or so? Well, let me see. About roughly 2 weeks. A little under. Up. It should be any moment. I'm impressed you made this far in your first playthrough. Wait, who is this? Blood Aurora. Why does she look familiar? Oh, she was the elf from the Lost Belt. I knew she looked familiar. Or the fairy, not elf, but y'all know what I mean. No, Aurora. Her name's Blood Aurora. This is essentially a rip-off the Claiming Classic Ghosts and God. Are we allowed to say that legally? That's hilarious. I love the references. Honestly, can you say Ghosts and Goblins? That game is ancient. Yeah, you would be able to reference it, right? Without copyright strike? I actually have no idea. I would assume so. I wonder. Then again, I guess that's dependent on who owns the rights to Ghosts and Goblins. Uh-oh. Whoa. Trust in the Ultraverse? Does Mysterious Cat X count as an Ultra? Lightsaber is best saber? I don't know, that's kind of valid though. It's all Shiro's fault. Never mind, let's go. What the heck? Are they really going at each other that bad? Wait, it's our pro tag. Master Cora, I bring 347k fans. Good, good. We gotta break the 1,000. We have to break the 1,000 rank barrier again. We will do it again. We just need to believe. No kick. Good. I'm glad you logged in. We don't have to troll, kick you for not logging in after 24 hours. Getting real close with that 20 hours. Bro, that's so toxic. It is toxic, but at the same time... what should we use here? These all suck. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Use single target AoE to all. So we could do maybe just something like. Also, never done an Ura finals for long race, but done with a gold ship. Gold ship never lost a race until the final, when she got 8. Used the clock, got first. The gold ship experience. That's it. That is it in a nutshell. You just randomly lose because something stupid, and then she just dunks on it the next round. Like, that's just gold ship. I wish it wasn't, but it is. What's my other caster? Caster? Wait, where is caster? Caster. Wait, what? Oh! Oh. I knew something felt weird. I was like, wait a second, this kind of looks super weird. Where is it? We'll just turn her into super powered, and then honestly, we don't care. For all I care, we can run this. Oh wait, actually, event bonus servants. Sure. I told you though, gold ship is just gold ship. She does not care. Everything that happens in the race does not matter. You know, I don't think I've ever listened to her sing. Idols! Hey, yo, you know what? That's the collab Uma Musume needs. We need a collab where Idol Saber gets to race. Give me Idol Saber and Uma Musume. There we go. Let's do this. Sing! Alright, I think he's dead now. Oh, he lived? Not for long. Alright, easy win. The butt. Alright. Alrighty. Flirt and frolic by the ebbing waves. Let me explain. Chloe suggests Master and I find you. As for me, I only arrived here recently, but once I learned about the Altria restriction, I thought I could be of some help as something of an Altria face myself. Mochi. I see.
As long as we... oh! Hello, GSB. Welcome to the ring. Oh, Dave Forder, X-Alter. Yep. I know things have changed, but I still want everyone to... Regardless of what's happening, you deserve to enjoy your summer as much... Employers. 360 sacred, but he's home. Nice. Grats. Good. Grats, GSB. Hey, it doesn't matter how many Saints Courts you've spent. Now you're in a much better spot now. Grats on the Oberon. Just remember, I'm still the leader of this club. Oh, Pops. There we go. Thanks, Bunyu. Alright then. Let's get the first step of Operation Get X a swimsuit underway. Now I can comfy farm lottos. I just have to build him. I think he does cost something, but he's not like, I don't know. I was able to level him up pretty quickly. Right, we did it. So now we need to actually farm the nodes. This is actually the challenging part. So we need to farm. Is this the best node? I think it's the best node. It may not feel like it, but it was worth it. It is. Oh, no, it is. 100%. Congrats on that pull. We have maxed out Knights of the Round Table now. Congrats. Do that. And then let's change both of these to summer units. So change unit that. And then we'll do a 4-star. Who's a 4-star unit I want to work on for Bond? Say Shonagon's not a bad option because I'm not going to use her very often. I now adhere to my own superstition that using their thieves as a catalyst works. Honestly, valid. 100% valid. Do I need to do anything different here? No, I think this is fine. Probably burn like a couple apples today, but nothing crazy. I don't plan on. Well, we may stream. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do another 5-hour stream today. We will definitely stream for a couple hours, but I don't know if it'll be another 5 hours. At least not yet. Because there's going to be plenty of time to grind. I'm trying to think, is there any other games I'm working on? Nikkei, I'll probably continue to do off stream. I think once I get to a good part in FGO, I'll probably go back to doing some Uno Musume streams. And then Star Rail, I've completed all the content since Saber. I won 5 50/50s of Saber using Warming Up Disaster from Melty Blood. Used Cathoria's team to get her MP3 and Oberon. Also got CL using Moonbow. Nice. One day we finish Expedition 33. Maybe. It's just been like, because it's summertime, there's been so, like, all the gotchas have been going off. There's probably a chance I finish Expedition 33 off stream, just because a lot of what I have left to do is so grindy that I don't think it would be I don't think it would make for good content, just for me to, like, grind out the end game. I think that's, like, my only thing with that. So I'll probably do that off stream. Did someone say grind? I know, exactly. For those who come after. Okay. Let's repeat one more time. Think I have an idea of, like, how this goes. Rip my boy Gustav. I know, honestly. I think I need to grind QP to finish Oberon, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. That's totally valid. Honestly, I'm so glad we have the QP note from the Ordeal. Because, like, that is one of the biggest reasons, like, I've been able to, like, invest so much. Honestly, I have a weird problem now in the game where I actually have more, I have more XP tokens than I can spend. Like, I literally have no way to spend my XP right now. Let me double check. I don't actually even know if this is technically the best note. I would assume it is. But I have a feeling it may not be. Oh. My bot for the stream Discord did not update for summer. Why? Why no update for summer? I'm finding people to spend my health and damage foes on. Nah, I've been like... That still have some room to grind, but like... At a certain point, I've got a lot of my characters' HP and attack foed up already. It's really just getting the lower level units now, like, foed up. Oh, there we go. Think. Do this 3 times and then we're good. So I think if I just keep grinding this out, it'll be fine. But that's why I need to, like, I need the tracker to figure out if I'm, like, doing the right node or not. But at the same time, I don't also want to, like, over-grind and just waste a bunch of apples for nothing, even though I do have tons of apples to spend. Try to save it for, like, the next major lottery. Hospitality yokai. Also, Ibuki Doji is kind of overpowered. Boom. Why is she so strong? Also, why is Ibuki Doji like 10 feet tall? The only reason I'm spending apples on QP is I need overall for farming. No, that's valid. That's 100% a valid reason. Personally, if it was me, I probably would hold... Well, like, I personally wouldn't, like, go immediately into grinding him up. Only because, like, these early nodes you don't really need Oberon, so unless you're like much deeper into the story or like there are nodes you currently can't farm, it may just be like resource efficient to just wait and just slow grind them up. But again, I totally understand like grinding out the QP now to get him up just so like he's like locked and ready to go. I can get him fully ascended, but I can't scale him up. Right. But that's still just to my point, though, is like, do you need him right this second? If you don't need him, like, right to now, like, it may just be better to, like, save your resources and just slow grind him until you need him. I don't need him right this second. Ah, but do we want him right this second? Which is, again, honestly, it's valid. Oh, interesting. But ultimately, like, again, it's just, like, that's just the way I view playing games sometimes, is, like, I try to be efficient when I can. I could just build him later. That, like I said, again, it just depends on how many resources you have. If you have a ton of extra resources, go ahead and do it. Like, there's no reason not to. But I also would say, like, right now, because we're, like, in the early stages of the summer event, you're probably going to get your resources over time, and, like, these early nodes don't need Oberon. So unless you're running, like, something very gimmicky, like, you probably don't need Oberon, like, right away. And that might be a way for you to, like, save some of your stuff. And maybe spend it a little bit later. But again, do not let me oversway or be, like, super, like, aggressive about it. Just, like... It's just a suggestion. Something to think about. I'll get around to it eventually. Fair. And that's the important thing, right? Like, you have him. So he's not going away. You just need to, like, build him up when you're ready. But now, with the double Miyu system, I have to max out Miyu. Whoa, we're actually using Miyu? Unironically? Wild. Oh, the double Chloe. I was like, wait a minute, double Miyu? Like, a double Miyu system just sounds like a worse double Merlin system. Honestly, I've never tried that. I should try that one day. Oh, that sounds awesome. I should do that sometime. Double Merlin with Abigail. That would be such a cracked comp. There's a double Miyu system when she gets buffed. Interesting. Double Merlin with Abigail sounds like a fun comp. I should play that sometime. I think I'm going to in the future. I can't remember if she got her buff already. Miyu? I think she has been buffed, but I'm not sure if it's the specific buff you're talking about. That's something I do appreciate, but double Chloe is bonkers. I haven't even looked at the double Chloe strat, honestly. I generally try not to look too closely at what characters do, until I get them. Just because, like, for me, it's like, I'm just not worried. Like, unless there's something that's, like, absolutely game-defining, I'm just trying to enjoy the game with the units that I have. And I think the one good thing about Fate is they always release strong characters, but nothing that's, like, game-defining. With the exception of, like, Castoria and Oberon in more recent years. Those were truly game-defining characters. You just need a 50% chance CE. You should have 50% charge CE couldn't Sky and Miyu. Oh, and of course, Avenger Cloak because you need double of her. Alright. That should help for a little bit. So now what I can do... oh wait, we do not want to buy the costumes yet. I want to buy... oh, we probably do want those. Hold on. So that drops that. What did this do? Ooh. I feel like, in the most ironic way, as powerful as that is, we actually have to go the other direction. We want to grab this first. There we go. Unfortunately, that means we don't get any of those. That's okay. We'll get those later. Beyond the bubbles. Who's that? I can't tell who that is. Okay. So now I'm thinking about it. Formation, support setup. Event farming. All right. So oh, right. Actually, let's change it to this. Morgan's actually fine here. Let's see. Probably do this. I'm fine with that. Sure. Change that to Black Grail. McGrail. Things are not in order. Bonus. Yeah, we can do that. And then do something like this. I think everyone else is fine. Then we just change this to anything else. I think what I want here, just put like Bella Lisa just for now, or like actually just put Calais at time. And that should work.
And then event bonus. Let's do you. Let's do you. Let's do you. Let's do, I guess, you. More kindness. That, and that. Okay, that should work. And then this needs to go here. You can be this for now while I think about what I'm going to run. I don't think it really matters for the rest of these, but we can do something like throw this on you, throw this on you, throw this on you. You can have this, and then probably mix it up a little bit. Can we do something like, who's likely to actually get used? K-scope. And there you go. Cool. So that should, like, hopefully help people. Having my arcade with her Buster Vinci on is hilarious to me. I can imagine. Alright, so now we are juiced up. Boom. Small bell of absolution. So now we just need to start giving to everyone else. Dragon Fang. Give a gift to Chaldea Gamers. And I'm just slowly leveling everyone up. And that just leaves 2 more units. Give a gift to Bishonen. And that's done. And give a gift to Happy Infirmary. And we're done. Another mission done. I have so many Mystic Spinal Fluids. So unlocks after 722, so that's in 3 days. So I think now we're just kind of chilling. Unlocked by obtaining 3 dojins. How close are we? No, I can't give it to Claviers. No. We can fix that. We can fix this. Actually, do they all give the same thing? It's 30. They do not, so I think 100%. This one? No, which one is it? Yeah, this is the one we want to grind. So this gives me an opportunity to see how much resources I do actually get.
So, if we do it this way, and now we change the mats, we could do something like this. I don't really need K-scope. I'm only using it for the memes, basically. See, is there a way of using a quick comp with this? I don't think so. Not with the current build that I have. I think I have to stick with arts until I can get the other one. But now, we should be much better off with 3 of the event Cs. And that'll allow me to grind the event faster. Because we don't need the damage one yet. The damage one we'll get last. The more food we can grind, the better. And then honestly, she'll probably be in a good spot. Because like, even without the damage, she does so much. She's getting an event bonus. I'm gonna have to finish this fight and then go get water because I am out. Yeah, she's already full charging.
Okay.
And boom! And even if she doesn't fully recharge MP, we have a way of getting... Oh, yeah, we're clearing this. Because this unit is kind of stupid. It's kind of broken. And I think she still, like, kills here. Boom. Okay, so then how much food did I get from that? Nice, level up the outfit. Yeah, that's much better. Look at that. That's so much better. This is why it's important to grab the craft essences as soon as possible. The sooner you can get those craft essences, the so much easier it is to grind an event. Alright, cool. So now, let me go get a drink and then we can progress in the Orchards event.
Alrighty. There we go. Feels good. Alrighty then. Let's finish up the Mordred event, because I'm actually really curious about this. Da 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 da. Alright. Alright, what's going on? The collection you've all been working hard to make. I call it Phantasma Mordred Photo Collection. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, I like that fit, though. Now, how about we have ourselves a launch party to wrap things up? Nice. Nah, I want to see the dojin, though. You can't just hint at it. Let me see the pictures. What's in the chest? Give it to me. I don't want this bell. I want the dojin. Oh, there we go. Hey, yo, look at the fit. Look at the fit. I dig this. I dig this a lot. Here we go. This is why we rushed this. I actually like this outfit for her a lot. I'm not crazy about the like super high-waisted pants, but like it still looks good on her. This kind of looks a little like meh. This looks really good. Love this. All right. That is a super good. Hey, we finished an Altria book for one of the clubs. Now we complete for 2 clubs. Let's see. Who should we do next? I guess we can do... I think Caldea Gamers. Oh! Caldea Game Night. Let's play Altria 3. Dun, 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 dun. I still think it'd be funny if they had like referenced like OG Fate Stay Night. Oh, it's Ozymandias. Well, how can we put this? Wait, what happened? Oh, the kids. These kids have been going around telling everyone who will listen that you made a game for them. There's nothing in this world I cannot do, especially when it involves architecture. You know how to make games? With Lord Blackbeard providing his technical know-how, it took Lord Ozymandias a scant few days to... Chris? Oh. I will even permit using our nation's public fund to spread the word. Wait, what? What about all casts? I see. She does bear a passing resemblance to the sacred storeroom, yet they are very much unalike. I see she is also quite the carefree spirit. I can see no trace of the aura that seemed to shield her counterpart like armor. And extending, she does seem to be cloaked in a shell of a different nature. That does explain some things. Wait, the other one was quite unguarded at Yaka's presence. I think this one is actually carefree by nature. You there, how dare you ignore Lord Ozymandias while he's speaking about you?
least bow your head before I'm insolent. What? See how she is the same class as the protagonist of my game? I can overlook a few slights for that. Alright. But hey, at least it's working to our advantage here. So it's a game about her? I'm gonna go dig for diamonds. Oh, they're playing Minecraft. How much the children enjoy it. Oh man, the Minecraft reference. That's hilarious. This game is called Altria Craft. You play other consoles and adventures across massive open world maps. Collects a multitude of materials. And uses them to build their own one-of-a-kind Camelot. Yeah, it's Minecraft. Let's not forget Genshin Impact, which works because Genshin is still going. Oh. I have to win using Altria Caster by herself? That's gross. The heck? This is bull. The heck is this? What is this bull? Well, because she doesn't really benefit from, like... I mean, I guess it kind of does, but I don't think it really matters enough. Now they're going to attack her. Yeah, and then the skeletons and the spiders, which are also enemies in, Oh, they're also enemies in, Minecraft as well. That's funny. That's so weird. Was the zombie supposed to be like a creeper? Ironically, I've never really played Minecraft. I have a lot of students that love Minecraft, but I've just never played it myself. Yeah, I think we just always do it this way. Just chain tank my way through this. My nephews love it. Yeah, no, like, a lot of my students love Minecraft. And actually, like, I'm not very tech savvy myself, ironically. But we've discussed about, like, at least in my school, like, using, there are resources where you can, like, use Minecraft to, like, teach certain subjects. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I'm like, that would actually be, like, really, really neat. Okay, we're making progress. Is it a dragon? Oh, wait, hold on. In the anime Vivi Flory I song, they made the ship she flies for a big scene in Minecraft. We still do it this way. That change and Quick Arts Buster, Fluoride, Vivi Fluoride I song. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I don't think I've, or no, I've heard it once in passing. I don't think I've ever seen the anime before, or like anything from it. This is great. You can make stuff and break stuff all in one game. You may not know this about me, but I actually like building houses. I like you can make mountain mansions and sandcastles on the beach too. It's an Aniplex style. It's made by Studio Wit. Interesting. Yeah, I have to see. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever watched it. So this is what sort of game it is. I understand what is going on now. This is essentially a ripoff of one of the most well-known and beloved games of all my
Are we? Whoa, whoa! Stop right there. But part is just because lots of things are made by starting with a copy of something else. So don't worry about it, Ozzy man. You made a good game. Seriously. You're not only called him by his name, you even shortened it. Insolence, utter insolence. What were you thinking? Don't you know about my adventure? You called my little sister Spirit Origin? I am not your sister. It's kind of loud, but it's also kind of fun. Saying, can you make a doujin out of them? We could write a report on these games and make fan art. The latter would certainly lend itself to manga. So with all those choices, do you think you could make something? Alright. I want to try making 4-panel gag comics about spirits and skellies. Then I'll be your assistant. I think I'll do something with... I can write a good tips and tricks now that I got the hang of it. I'll take all trick out, although I'm not sure I want to write. What about making a picture diary? Weren't you already making one after shooting Doji told you to? But I could definitely make something. There we go. Alright. Sounds like a plan. It would cost so much to make a full animated event like this with all the saves they need. It would, but like at the same time, right? Well, I agree with that, right? I think that in a lot of ways, projects like this are a work of like love, and you gotta like give it the love and appreciation it needs. Yeah, and I think that's the other thing too, is I would be willing to bet, and I could be wrong. I don't know the voice actors or anything like that, but I think if you were to promise them, hey, we're gonna make a full-on event and we plan on doing this more often, would you like a constant gig? And we'll pay you just a little bit less than what we would normally pay you, but you're gonna have constant work, would be a great bargain for a lot of these voice actors and actresses, right? Because it's like, usually you have to pay a decent amount because work is inconsistent, right? You don't know what like opportunities are going to be presented to you. But I don't know. Maybe there's more behind the scenes that I don't understand. That's kind of cool though. I like the design of that. That's really cool. I love the kind of like early era console type game. I really think that's neat. And then... And now we just gotta finish the last one. So one more doujin, and that allows us to progress the story a little bit. Well, I guess there's only one option. Wagon. Da, 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 da. Alright, so Cool Altria, Downer Altria, Emo Altria, Chill Altria. And we just got Airhead Altria's page from Jean d'Arc. Although, what exactly is an Airhead anyways? What's the latest on Prodigy Altria? For a start, I really don't know how to make someone seem like a genius. I just don't have enough knowledge to depict a genius. As it happens, I am a genius, and I was just passing by. No, you should draw me. Perhaps you would be best served by drawing me. For the time being, I think I'll go with Voyager as my model. The shining aura child. Beautiful. Damn.
Oh, Huang Feihu. What is he up to? We're way behind schedule. Well, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. We decided to draw 108 Altrias. Hard to be surprised that we're falling behind schedule, considering. Magia Excedra is being way too nice to me. Got another free SSR on my free rolls today. Nice. I'm sure Chloe will figure something out. Are you coming down with something? No, that's not it, is it? Someone's probably just gossiping about me. Anyway, I wanted to ask you, Hyunso. Alright. Why'd you suddenly decide to start drawing a romantic comedy? Go on. I guess it's because I wanted to do something I never got much of a chance to do when I was alive. Plus, there was just no way I could justify spending my time drawing with the way the world was back then. JP gotchas are stingy. I feel like I get more out of them than the much better Chinese gotchas. That's probably valid. But I think you also have to understand, like, there is a difference in design. And, like, I think there are regional differences. And I think there are also monetary differences based on the region, right? Like, I think China, we see a lot of, like, gimmicks that's meant to get players to spend, because I think the Chinese population is much more willing to spend on video games with their massive marketplace and people who are just more happy to spend that money that way. Whereas I think for other regions, I think it's tougher. Maybe. I also think there's also a difference in, like, how much you roll. Because I was thinking about this the other day when I was explaining to students how to calculate probability. If you think about it probabilistically, right? The gotcha rates for Star Rail are technically better than Fate Grand Order. Technically. But think about it this way, though. How many rolls do you do on a banner for a Japanese game than a Chinese game? Like a Hoyoverse game. And how frequently are you able to roll? I would argue that quite frequently I'm usually in a spot where I'm doing much greater quantity of rolls on Japan than I am on any Hoyoverse game. Every Hoyo's first game, me going to pity is a chore. Whereas I feel like for Fate Grand Order, I generally feel like I have enough mats to do a good amount of rolls. So I don't feel as bad about whiffing my rolls. But in, like, Star Rail, if I go to pity, I feel bad already because I barely saved up enough for pity. And then I'm relying on a 50-50, which in itself is also very cursed. Yes, because here's the other thing too. If you calculate your odds, right? I think I did the calculation the other day. Now, granted, there is a little bit of variance than what I'm going to say here. But roughly speaking, you have roughly about a 46% chance of getting the character you want by the time your first pity happens. So think about that for a second. You were already close to 50-50 anyways by the time first pity happened. So now you're having a toss-up between whether you get that character or not when you hit that 46% mark. If you have to go to double pity, your odds, if that pity system had not existed, would actually be closer to, I think, 65%. So you would have ironically had better luck if the pity system had not existed than with that system existing. Now, guarantee is a thing. So we can't, like, I can't really just be like, oh, well, you would have had better luck anyways, but it is worth noting that. And I also think that something games do a lot is the posted rates are not the true rates. So, like, for example, even though they may say the pull rate is, let's say, like, they usually say, like, the pull rate's like 3% on a multi, right? Technically speaking, while that's technically accurate, usually the math is not quite that simple. No. Saber's pity, or Saber was, she had a modified rate. They may have posted that it was a certain rate, but I think they modified it behind the screens. Because technically, because even if they're lying about what the rate is, it doesn't matter. As long as people get what they want, no one's going to go after the company for the pull rate being higher than what's posted. So them fibbing in that way doesn't, like, create a problem. And another, but figuring out some mental still began to unravel. Uh-oh. Wait, why are we getting stoned? Oh, they don't tear me to shreds on Servant Graham. Maybe I can hit them before they hit me. I don't want to make an even bigger scene. I think our rate got boosted because I had a 50% win rate on their normal character. I would say multiple rounds before I lost pity. And Claire came early when I started running, but I got saved pretty fast after that. That's what I'm thinking. Her rate got boosted behind the scenes, and I just don't think they posted it because, again, I think it was more psychological. That's something you gotta also remember as well. A lot of these games developed by large studios are using psychology in game design. And a lot of big tech companies, whether they're games, social media, they use psychology in their development of their systems, which is actually really dangerous in my mind. I think they boosted her rate because first is an event unit, or I think it's a special event unit, and I think it was to artificially boost people's perspective of the event. All right. Yeah, they put the banner dates with not enough time to farm your jades if you lose the 50-50. Oh, okay, okay. Huyan Zhou is actually pulling it together. Uh-oh. What is this? Why is this? What is happening? Why? That's fine. This will work out some way, somehow. I don't know how, but it'll work out. What in the hell is this? Oh, you fucking bitch. I'm gonna take that shit personally. I saw people whining about the 200 pulls for free Archer Lycon. It's not my fault you didn't save. Okay, okay. Alright, we just need Huion Zo to live. If she lives, we win. Alright, we got it. We win. Alright. Murder my enemies. Her, like, I love her design. It's a shame I couldn't, like, afford her when she came out. Because I love, actually, her aesthetic. Okay. That was actually not the worst fight, but that was crazy design for a, what really, realistically should have been a, like, relatively easy fight. That was kind of wild. What? What? What in the cluster is this? Thanks, everyone. Turned out fantastically. Oh man, for me, I didn't really go for it because I already had Conan of Light as my assassin. So all these different art styles really keep things interesting. Wait, who is you? Huang Tenhua? Has he shown up before? Did I forget about him? Huang Tianlu? Wait, did these characters ever exist before? I don't remember them. Huang Tianjie? Yang Tiansheng? Alright. Well, we made her happy. It's like, what the heck? Alright. Choose for me. Alright, but question though, how in the world do you fit 108 characters in one doujin without that doujin being thick? Mount Altriang. All the different art styles. I love how goofy this is. You have this like sort of like childish cartoony drawing. Then you have this like hyper like shadowed design, and then you just have all these like goofy other like styles. Oh, I love it. It's so dumb. We made progress. Look at us go. Or look at me go. Ticket. Ticket. We make a little bit of progress in the story too now. And then we just chill. The Alliance strikes back. So I'm really curious. There's a lot going on in this event. So I'm kind of curious, like, more about the mysteries of what's going on. Oh, it's our 3 comics. Okay. I'm just really sleepy. Oh, rip. Alright, Miss Chloe, help with everything from gathering references to filling in inks to implementing backgrounds on the computer. Oh. Okay. The crying. The shock. All the changes in facial expressions. I love it. Alright. I was kind of worried how this alternate book was going to turn, but I never would have guessed a theme like this would get you such a great story. So I'm going to buy this book tomorrow if I can thank the creators for making it in person. This is your first servant. It is, actually. So. I hope I have enough of my allowance left to buy all the books. Oh, the real tragedy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's, our... Alright. Our fairy Maev is back. Don't you always lead with your axe at the negotiating table? Okay. Of course. Boom. Very well. I see no issue with the content of these books. You're improved to displaying seldom at Servant Fest. No matter whatever our differences the Alliance may be, as a member of these, you have our respect for the obvious care and attention that went into these books. And I can't wait for tomorrow to come. I sincerely hope this summer paradise will be a pleasure. Alright. As a representative of an organization with a highfalutin name like Normalization Committee, she couldn't possibly bar us from competing just because she knew where we'll beat her. The book's just got on our side and nobody can stop us. Oh! You know what? I wonder. We're about to get reset. It just occurred to me, there's a huge possibility this is about to all get reset. Because we haven't addressed any of the issues on the island. Starfest Day 7 finale. As the third to last thing. Wait, what? How? What? What's going on? Wait, what? All the clubs canceled their books? Wait, what? Let's just calm down, alright? We just received from the printer. They say they were unable to print any new books due to the lack of paper. The Dojin Sage! They'll come along to ruin everything. The embodiment of evil that lives in the night. Wait. Oh, okay, so I was right. For that is their curse. They're all dead. They just died. So is this the fire now? Yep. The big bird. It's big. I love this. I love how stupid this is, but I love it. Burn. She'd not just reference that song. All right. As the head of the as the king, it's my duty to figure it once and for all. Get the attendees out of here. Whoops, I did it again. Oh, okay. I was like trying to think like what song you were turning to. I mean, I guess it could be a song reference. I don't know if that's a song reference. Well, like, yes, that is the lyric to a song, but I'm not sure if they're necessarily referencing the song, though. Maybe. Could be. Baobon Sith! Alright. Your days to terrorist community are over. This guy's name is Bernanos, and he's the enshrined deity. Oh, we can use any server we want. Well, I mean, in that case... I have to use MASH? Do I have to use MASH? I mean, we lose regardless. We don't care about winning or losing here, so... who do we use as a backup last resort? Doesn't really matter, does it? Not really.
So we don't care if we win or lose, we just play it out and just see what happens. If I lose, I lose. It doesn't matter. But this might be one of my first battles using her, so let's see if she's better than Welfare Chloe. Because Welfare Chloe is kind of cracked. So it'll be good to see if she's stronger than Welfare. Bruh, I love this. Look at it. It's so good. Get him, Squirtoria. Uh-oh. No. We're actually in a good spot right now. Alright, we're good, we're good. We're set up, we're set up, we're set up. And now... well, we can try it that way and see if that works. Alright, let's see if this works. Let's see if we can start looping. Okay. That's gorgeous, double phantasm. That's beautiful. Wait, it did damage? Why did I not know that did damage? I genuinely thought that was just a buff. I didn't realize it hit like an absolute truck. Okay, I didn't realize. I was not familiar with her game. Whoa! Okay, game. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Goddamn. The bird is angry. Okay. Angry bird. All right. Uh-oh. As a result of exigence, Servantfest has been canceled this year. In accordance with Servantfest Normalization Committee regulation, we will not initiate a reset. We are all responsible for this state of affairs. We advise Servantfest attendees to reflect on their behavior. Fluffy Angie. Hold on to everyone. No. And reset. So it seems like Balwan Sith is burning Servantfest for some reason. She's not happy with it. Welcome back, Asura. Welcome, welcome. God damn it, Balwan. But is this like one of those moments where she's just doing something for the attention? Alright, so this unlocks 7/19/21. So this unlocks later today. Okay, that's fine. Probably her misguided idea of how to appease Fluffy. Could be. That's not a terrible take.
honestly. Like, I'm not even mad at that as a thought. I think that makes a lot of sense. Wait, she's single target AoE to all enemies. So, we'll use Mordred. Why not? I don't think I've ever used Mordred before. There we go. Oh, and then every... Okay. So, let's give this a shot. See how this goes. This should work. I haven't used Mordred Rider much, but I feel like at MP2 and all the summer buffs, she should probably be fine. How's it going, big guy? I'm doing pretty good. Life has been going good. Obviously, I'm streaming more often nowadays. So, it's been, everything else is going pretty good so far. And then, of course, I've been enjoying a lot of the summer events for all my gacha games. 3 turns, so we definitely do that. Oh, I never leveled up her skills. I'm trolling. Should work. Wait, how did she only have 96 with 2 ultras? Wait, actually, how'd she have 96? Did I borrow someone's ultra that was 10 to 10? Former FGOCC did a Saber and Archer team showcase for Guy Syro. Well, at least she gets her NP back. It took me a minute to process what had happened there. Time riding! Boom. Okay. I'm currently forfeiting all mortal possessions to Agnes Tachyon. Valid. Agnes Tachyon is pretty peak. I will not deny that. I unfortunately do have some other favorites, but I understand the appreciation for Agnes Tachyon. Unfortunately, Rice Shower and Gold Ship are my 2 favorites, and it's not even close. Have you seen the movie with Agnes Tachyon? I have not yet. I do need to watch the movie eventually. It is on my to-watch list. I'll probably, I'll see if I have time this weekend. Maybe I'll take some time tomorrow to watch it. Dun, 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 dun. But no, Agnes Tachyon is super good. I actually like her story in the game. She was actually a lot of fun to play through. Where's Ryder? We gotta use my 600 million QP some way somehow. I watched Privateer to the Duke's Daughter anime today. It's fun, but nobody's watching it. RIP. Now, you know what's sad? I will say the one tragedy with me streaming a lot more recently is I have been really behind on my anime. Like, I have not been watching anime as much because I'm just like my weekend has become more time consumed, like with streaming and other things. I need to get back into it, but I haven't. Keep it up. Keep leveling her up. Again, like I said, we have 6. I can't wait for Premium Series 2. Dude, honestly, same. Freerun, like, I had heard a lot of positive things about Freerun, but, like, honestly, it was much better than I anticipated. I can kind of understand that feeling, Oscar. I kind of get it. I don't think I'm quite at that level yet, but I am very much at the point where there is just times where, like, for example, like Fire Force, for example. When Season 1 came out, I was really into it, but, like, recently, I've just, like... I kind of, like, try to watch it, and I'm just kind of like, man, this is fun, but it's not, like... I'm not really having I'm just not really that invested. And there's several anime like that where I'm like, I used to enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it as much right now. I've watched more new anime this year than I have in the last few years. I can understand that. And there have been some great works in the past couple of years. So I don't want to, like, sound like there's been nothing good, because that would be disingenuous. But I will say, at least for myself, it has been tough to get motivated to watch certain animes. Alright, let's try to finish this up, and then there's a lot of good stuff, but I'm picky. I think that's fair. I'm a little bit more open-minded, but I do have phases where sometimes I'm just like, hey, something I would normally like to watch, I'm not in the mood for. So, like, for example, like romantic comedies. There are just times of the year where I'm just not in the mood for a romantic comedy, even though romantic comedies can be incredibly fun. Kind of the more simpler shonens, I used to enjoy those a lot more, but I think that, unfortunately, as time has progressed, I'm not enjoying them as much, because I do think that some shonens are very simplistic by nature, and that sometimes, like, some of the, like, high quality writing gets lost. See, the argument about isekai I don't really get behind. Because honestly, I don't mind if an anime is isekai, but it has to be interesting. Right? So, like, for example, like, ReZero is, in my mind, a very interesting isekai. Again, that's another weird one where it's like, I enjoy it a lot, but I think, like, I have a hard time watching it week to week. Yes, the gaming isekai thing, where it's a combo of the two, is very, like, bleh. Isekai is a very lazy trap for, like, mediocre world building. And that's ultimately what it has become. And I feel like very few animes actually take the reason behind isekai seriously. Yeah, and I think that's what it ultimately is. Using isekai as an engine is very lazy world design. It's a way to write a fantasy series without going through the effort of the world building. You just combined a bunch of generic tropes, and then you just say, oh, well, now I want to, like, create a power fantasy protag without having to build the character. And to me, that's very bland. Because, like, there are great isekai. Like, again, ReZero's a great one. Oh, what's that other one? Jobless Reincarnation is very good. I personally like Overlord. But I think, honestly, where Overlord succeeds is they honestly spend so much time away from the protagonist that it is interesting how it is. What other? There's another one. There's another good one. I'm trying to think. Oh, the Slime Isekai. The Slime one is also incredibly good. What the heck? Like, but those are all animes that I think, like, have, like, they used the isekai engine in a meaningful way. I would honestly maybe argue that the slime one kind of lost. Well, no, actually, the slime one actually uses the isekai engine very well. When I think about it, because it uses the fact that he has knowledge of modern technology and implements modern technology and modern concepts in a like old school fantasy setting. Yeah, so like slime uses the like isekai in the way that like, hey, I have modern knowledge and I can incorporate it into the modern world and combine it with magic. ReZero using like ReZero and Jobless Reincarnation do something similar where they're like, hey, I was a loser in my previous life. Technically Uma Musume is an isekai? Hold on. How is Uma Musume an isekai? What world did we travel to? Hold on a minute. Rewind that. Because as far as I understand, we didn't do any world traveling in Uma Musume. ReZero deconstructs the power fantasy where the MC can't do jack diddly squat because he keeps dying and has to deal with his death resets. I think that's the other thing that makes ReZero good. They don't let the protagonist be powerful. It is a realistic problem of, hey, you are garbage. You do not have all the strengths and power fantasies that other people in your universe do. How do you, someone with limited ability, make the most of it? I mean, I guess if you view it as us, the protagonist, going from our world to the Uma Musume world, I guess you could call that an isekai. I think the only reason I wouldn't consider it isekai is technically our protagonist already exists in that world. But I kind of see where you're going with that statement. I do see what you mean by that. I don't know if I would call that an isekai because by that nature, like, well, I mean, hold on, man. Let's not use FGO as an example. I guess you could say like Star Rail would be an isekai by that nature, but that's kind of weird. But I get what you mean. I get what you're trying to say. You're actually normal in the fantasy world. You just have to not really die. All right. So Chloe did her thing. I was going to say FGO's an isekai, but I mean, we do so much time traveling, like that is kind of isekai, like in a weird way. That's like not really a subversion, but like an alternate interpretation of isekai. So I didn't want to use Fate as an example. Even Konosuba is a deconstruction of the entire party because they all take massive L's. Well, and I think like Konosuba does a great job of. It's so funny because I always view Konosuba as it's an anime written like from the perspective of the most ridiculous D&D campaign ever written. To me, that's a Digimon Speak Isekai. Honestly, kind of true. Digimon is a fantastic isekai. Yeah, Konosuba is one. It does parody a lot of the isekai tropes, but I also just think it just does a good job of like parodying a lot of the D&D style fantasy stuff. And again, it just feels like a really silly D&D campaign in a lot of ways. Yeah, and it's very, very fun. It doesn't take itself seriously. Wait. Has a fear of especially excessive dieting, so ideally you want to maintain a healthy weight for you. I wish I could maintain a healthy weight that's neither too high or too low. I got a lurk. Alright, fair enough. I don't know what numbers like 0.8 ultras and 1.1 ultras are supposed to mean, but I guess that is also helping to protect my privacy. It's perfect, no? I can tell you're making a real effort to educate people about the importance of healthy living, too. It's still a little embarrassing to have my face used for the character, but aside from that, I suppose this is... Uh-oh. What's with this appendix on the last page? Well, that was close. I don't think anyone else but me would have caught it. Appendix. Wait, what's going on? Here, what's with this ultra conversion table? 1 ultra height equals 154. 1 ultra weight equals blank kilograms. Bro, I don't even know why she's worried about her weight. She weighs like my right leg probably weighs as much as Altria. When you have the total calories I consume a day, what happened to protecting my privacy? Looks like the jig is up. Although we had to change the genre to Ultra to get it past the committee, if we didn't provide a way for the readers to know what the numbers really meant, there'd be no point. So we decided to include them in an appendix at the very back of the book. It's technically just a bonus, so it shouldn't dilute the Ultra theme, probably. If you really thought that was going to fly. Oh, man. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to remove this appendix and revise the cover mentioning it. And then you'll be all done. Congratulations. Or I could burn your original draft and everything you used to make it to ash right here and now. Don't worry, Doctor. Even if readers don't know exactly what these numbers mean, this book's education will still be valuable. Oh, that's hilarious. That's funny. It's a cute little artwork. I like that. It's cute. I love the artwork for this. Speaking of Digimon, I'm waiting for, I think is it October? When the new Cyber Sleuth game comes out? I'm super ready to play that. 100% ready. Oh, yeah. It's cute. The little dumbbells. It's cute. And then we just have one more story, and then I'm done with all the events for right now. We just need to finish Be Shonen. And then the next thing doesn't get released till later tonight. So I'll probably be able to do some more Fate stuff tomorrow. And then, once I'm done with that, I can go check the club's progress in Musume. Koro is going to start running the club like a dictator. My goal is to rework on getting our club's ranking up. Our club's been slacking. We went from like top 600 all the way down to like not even top 1,000. We've got to change. Can't have all this slacking. Japanese sweets. That's right, I want to cosplay bold and innovative outfits for you every time. What? Does anyone cosplay as a Japanese sweets? I have most of the outfits I want to wear ready to go in my secret personal collection. Didn't get Kitasan Black at 9 multis. Oof. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I did 20 multis and didn't get Kitasan Black. I was about ready to strike, like, just hang myself. I was like, no, no, we can't have this. So I bought my Kita-san Black. I unfortunately have to take the L on Kita-san. Thankfully, during getting Kita-san Black, I was able to get an extra copy of Fine Motion. And then I have a friend who has MLB Kita-san Black, so I'm going to be borrowing his for the foreseeable future. But thankfully, now that Kita-san Black is over, we're going to have more freedom to, like, save up and whatnot. Oh, it's Moriarty. Interesting fun fact about Moriarty. When she was a baby, the nurse that was holding her got struck by lightning. And it killed the nurse and, like, 2 other women nearby, and Moriarty magically lived. Random fun fact of the day. Honestly, Mary Anning's life is very, very sad. As important as she is to the study of fossils. Alright. Are they seriously planning to the old back they were alive? But both Bakken and Hokusai seem to be drunk on the combination of the tropics and the festival. At this point, I see way more potential in X-Alter's photo book, even if it doesn't have anything to do with Altria. Photo shoot? Photo shoot, photo shoot. Alright, alright. Super Bunny's got an idea. Alright. Whoa. Hello? The heck? You want a piece of me or something? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, Michi, is that you? I suppose you would something of a close yet distant relation to Michi and Bakken. Anyway, the wind is so crisp tonight and the starry sky. I thought it was a perfect time to take my dog for a walk. Alright. So, we probably will tell Bakken and Michi. Interesting. So that is what happened. I was still their producer, technically. I said I'd do it right in front of Williams and Master. So I need to make this project my top priority until it's done and ready to announce. Well, they are. At least I think so. Though they're both so absurdly passionate about it that just trying to keep up with them is exhausting. I have to make this event a success without also you're set back to day one. I guess there really is something to be said for putting your feelings to words and just talking to someone. If they enjoy the moment of creation so much that they lose themselves, then they should just keep doing that. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they would rather this just didn't end. Some things shine only because they once met their end. Maybe we should just forget about these past 7 days and get ready for the next 7. Alright. But do not be afraid. Let them be angry. I'm certain you can take it. Art is long and life is short. Alright. Huh? Alright, what happened? And they disappeared into the void. Okay, sure. Super Bunyan is losing their mind.
The Bishonen group, I'm not as invested in, honestly. I was much more invested in Moriarty's work with the Mordred cosplay. Ooh, okay. But it wouldn't just be you. You'd have Hokusai join you too, right? I'm sure she'd be happy to do it, and I'm just as sure the cause will be much better with her help. For your monster, I'd like you to continue with it. After this could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance for me, I can't just pass it up. With violence. Whoa. If the hotel manager find out we were arguing, I'll be the one who gets in trouble. You're good. What's wrong with me making executive? And as leader, you asked me to be your producer, didn't you? Well, this is me producing. Okay. I like Super Bunyan's attitude. I don't have a Super Bunyan, so we have to use whatever they give me. Alright, Super Bunyan. Crush my enemies. If I remember, Super Bunyan's, like, skill set was dumpster. We just pull Buster Chain? Wait, what? What? Okay, okay, you want to throw hands. We can throw hands. I have no problem throwing hands. Going to hell. Okay. Alright, she's got evade up. Wait, one turn? 3 turns left with 1 left. So I know what to do here. Block this, casual. How much damage does this do? America's Dark Sweetheart. Wait, what? What the heck? What the fuck is that Noble Phantasm? I don't think I've ever used her. Like, even during her event, I never used her. Or, like, I think I, like, barely used her. I think I was able to get through the event without using her much. That's hilarious, though. Fine, you win. We'll do it your way. I like how Hokusai just like it's just chill about it. She's like, yeah, this is normal. Alright. The screenplay, a key part of it, like showing reams of stenciled sketches to be showing his effort, despite being absolutely swamped through their own Columbus book. However, was once again beset by disaster. We didn't get to another Servant Fest reset. Dun 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 dun. Oh. I love that cosplay, though. It's very nice.
Wait. Wait. Hold up. I thought she was kidding. She actually dressed herself up as a Japanese sweet. Oh. I love the kimono, though. The kimono is really cute. But that's wild. Actually dressing up as that. And we're done. We have completed all our work today. Big Sister Holy Maiden Squire. Nice. And now, what that leaves me is... we can't buy any of the stuff yet, but if we keep grinding, we'll be able to get the rest of it, so that's good. So we are basically done with today's event. So let me think. Tomorrow we'll do a little bit more of the story. It'll be Sunday, so I don't mind having a shorter stream tomorrow. Star Rail doesn't have anything going on right now. Nikkei, I probably won't stream the event because I usually only just do it when I'm playing all my gotchas in one day. And then Uma, I probably will do some Uma streams in the future. I'm thinking that's what I might do. Probably do some Uma streams in the future. I think that's it for today. And I'm surprised we still have not explored much of the island. There's still a lot left to do. So I'm kind of curious when we're going to start exploring the other parts of the island. But I think, realistically speaking, that is going to be all for today. So, with that said, everyone, I appreciate y'all for watching and stopping by, and I will see you all next time. Peace, y'all.